In the twisted world of crime, the line between audacity and insanity blurs. In this video, we will explore the realm of the inexplicable. Reality merges with the unthinkable. Number 1. Karaana Restaurateurs. On the thrilling day of December 30th, 2007, a heist took place that would go down in history. It was no ordinary robbery. It involved a staggering haul of 80 kilograms of precious gold and a mind-blowing sum of over $400,000. This audacious act unfolded in the vibrant state of Kerala, India, where an unsuspecting bank became the target. The bank was nestled on the second floor of a building, blissfully unaware of the impending danger lurking above. But who knew a group of cunning thieves had a master plan brewing? They took a bold step by renting a nearby restaurant for a mere $750, disguising their true intentions behind the facade of a renovation project. Under the guise of refurbishment, the thieves meticulously crafted their scheme. Armed with new furniture, they skillfully drilled through the ceiling, defying all barriers that stood between them and their ultimate prize, the impregnable safe room. With each passing moment, their audacity grew stronger, fueled by the knowledge that the following day would be a public holiday. They cunningly exploited this window of opportunity, ensuring their theft remained undetected for a full day. Talk about a head start. But that's not all. These crafty criminals weren't content with simply outsmarting the bank. They had an ingenious plan to throw off the authorities. To divert attention, they left behind a series of political clues, cleverly designed as red herrings. They even scattered gold bars in far-flung locations, tricking everyone into chasing shadows while the real treasures lay hidden. However, as fate would have it, their game of cat and mouse would eventually come to an end. The relentless pursuit of justice led the police interceptor to intercept one of their crucial phone calls, sealing the thieves' fate. Their grand adventure had reached its climactic finale. Number 2. The hacker heist. The Carbon Act, a group of audacious Russian hackers defied all odds from the comfort of their own homes. No, this wasn't magic. It was sheer technological wizardry at its finest. Firstly, an innocent-looking email arrives in the inboxes of bank personnel worldwide, seemingly from a trusted source. With a single attachment, the hackers infiltrated the impenetrable security networks of multiple financial institutions across the globe. From China to Japan, from the US to Europe, the Carbon Act's virtual fingerprints were found on each successful heist. Here's the truly mind-boggling part. It took them a mere 2 to 4 months to execute each operation, all while remaining undetected. Unbelievable, isn't it? These virtual maestros didn't stop at just stealing from the banks. They even turned cash machines into their personal dispensers of fortune. No credit cards are required, just a stroke of their virtual genius, and money would flow at their command day or night. Today, the Carbon Act cyber gang still eludes capture, leaving the authorities scratching their heads in frustration. But they are just one piece of the puzzle. Number 3. The lawful robbery. The lawful bank robbery still echoes through the annals of history. This extraordinary heist, which took place in 2003, remains one of the most staggering of all time, despite its peculiar legality. Iraq was a nation gripped by the iron fist of Saddam Hussein's dictatorship. Sensing imminent danger from the relentless barrage of US bombs, the cunning dictator hatched a plan. He dispatched his son, Kansai, under the cover of darkness, the letter of authorization in hand. This extraordinary letter commanded the bewildered bank bosses to execute a transaction like no other. At the stroke of 4 a.m., 3 flatbed trucks were loaded to the brim with an astounding $900 million and a staggering 100 million euros. It took a dedicated team of workers a mere 2 hours to load this unimaginable fortune onto the awaiting vehicles. Later, a significant portion of this mind-boggling wealth was discovered hidden within the very walls of Saddam's opulent palace. The secret caches concealed riches beyond imagination. Yet despite thorough investigations, a considerable portion of the loot remains shrouded in mystery, never to be fully uncovered. Number 4. The Blind Bank Bandit. Robert Vernon Toy was a famous bank robber who had a unique advantage. He was blind due to a disease called retinitis pigmentosa. In the 1970s, he used his blindness to pull off daring heists across the United States. Despite his lack of sight, Toy was incredibly smart and resourceful. While in prison for mail fraud, he overheard other inmates talking about a secret. They revealed that bank tellers were instructed to cooperate with robbers without causing any trouble. This information sparked an audacious plan in Toy's mind. When he was released from prison, Toy put his plan into action. He relied on a clever strategy. He would follow a slow-moving elderly customer into a bank, using their footsteps as a guide to reaching the teller window. With stealth and confidence, he would slide a playing card with a message across the counter. The message would threaten the teller to quickly and quietly put all the money in a bag because he had a gun. The bank employees, shocked by the calmness of the blind robber, followed his instructions without hesitation. Even the security guard unwittingly helped Toy escape before he disappeared into the busy streets. He repeated this daring act at least 9 times in cities like New York and Las Vegas, leaving the authorities puzzled and amazed. However, in 1983, Toy's audacious streak came to an end. The law caught up with him, and he was captured. Despite his capture, his legacy lives on in the history of crime, as a testament to the power of cleverness and determination even in the face of adversity. Number 5. Pizza Delivery Bomber. In August 2003, a pizza delivery man named Brian Wells had no idea that his life was about to take a terrifying turn in Pennsylvania. Carrying a homemade shotgun and a mysterious object hidden under his shirt, he entered a bank, unknowingly stepping into a dangerous trap. According to the frightened bank tellers, Wells presented them with a note that sent chills down their spines. The note revealed a shocking truth. He claimed to have a bomb attached to his neck, ready to explode. He demanded a large sum of $250,000 and gave the tellers only 15 minutes to comply. Fear and desperation filled the air, creating a tense atmosphere. One brave hostage managed to gather $8,000, knowing the weight of the situation. As Wells hurriedly drove away, a frantic chase ensued. The authorities caught up to him moments later, ending the pursuit in an eerie silence. But then, a shocking revelation emerged. Wells was not just an innocent victim, he was actually involved in the conspiracy. He was coerced and held hostage, forced to visit multiple banks in a dangerous quest to obtain a code that could disarm the bomb. However, what Wells didn't know was that the code he sought was never meant to work. The bomb, a sinister tool of destruction, was programmed to explode and end his life regardless of any attempts to defuse it. This disturbing and tragic incident left everyone stunned and bewildered. Number 6. The Fortaleza Redemption. In August 2005, Brazil witnessed a mind-boggling event: the disappearance of a whopping $67.3 million from a central bank in Fortaleza. This audacious act, reminiscent of the cleverness seen in The Shawshank Redemption, left the entire nation astonished and on edge. But like in the thrilling movie, the police made a startling discovery: a hidden passage leading straight into the heart of the bank. A secret underground tunnel measuring 263 feet long and only 70 centimeters wide was uncovered, revealing the daring nature of the crime. This clandestine path unveiled its secrets, guiding investigators to an ordinary-looking house. However, this seemingly normal residence has been rented under a fake company name, pretending to sell artificial turf. Behind this innocent facade lay the intricate plans of a criminal gang with big ambitions. With unwavering determination, they breached the bank's security, meticulously cutting through a thick 1.1-liter floor, inch by inch, until they finally got their hands on the staggering amount of Brazilian currency. The audacity of their operation was matched only by the astonishing number of people involved. It is believed that a network of 35 individuals orchestrated this elaborate heist, each playing a crucial role in the grand scheme of deception. Unfortunately, one member of the gang fell victim to corrupt police and was murdered later that same year. The net of justice tightened, leading to the imprisonment of most of the conspirators. By 2011, their freedom became nothing more than a distant memory, as they found themselves locked away behind bars, paying the consequences for their audacious actions. Number 7. Craigslist Bandit. In the autumn of 2008, a Craigslist ad caught the attention of a group of people by offering them well-paying jobs as road contractors. They followed the instructions in the ad and gathered outside a bank wearing special uniforms. Little did they know they were about to be part of a clever plan. Amidst the crowd of uniformed people, there was a person who blended in perfectly. They sprayed pepper spray at a guard outside the bank, causing chaos and confusion. Taking advantage of the situation, this person quickly grabbed the money and managed to escape without being caught. But what made the plan even more clever was that they had people wearing the same uniforms as decoys, fooling the pursuers and increasing their chances of getting away. They escaped by disappearing down a nearby creek using a rubber ring. This daring thief was named Anthony Curcio, and he was the mastermind behind the Craigslist plan. He managed to avoid capture for a month, but his luck eventually ran out. A homeless person who witnessed the crime came forward with crucial evidence, which led to Curcio's arrest. He was sentenced to prison for his actions, facing the consequences of this daring heist. After his release from prison in 2013, Curcio decided to turn his life around. He embarked on a remarkable journey of change and inspiration. He now shares his experiences through captivating talks, using his unique perspective to guide others away from a life of crime. Today, he thrives as a speaker, helping people learn from his past and make better choices. Number 8. The change of heart. In a shocking incident at a Louisiana bank branch in 2008, two men entered with ill intentions. As the tension rose, one of them handed a note to the terrified teller, demanding cash and threatening her life. The situation seemed alarmingly familiar, but what happened next took an unexpected turn. Out of nowhere, Henry G. Wilson, the other robber, unleashed a surprising scream, halting the robbery in its tracks. "Don't touch that woman's money," he shouted, bravely tackling his own accomplice to the floor. Confusion and chaos filled the air as the note giver managed to escape, leaving Wilson standing there, proudly declaring to the arriving police that he was merely a drug dealer, not a bank robber. However, as the pieces fell into place, authorities made a startling discovery. A crack pipe was found in Wilson's pocket, and traces of cocaine were detected in his mouth. Suddenly, his change of heart began to make sense. Wilson was promptly arrested for drug paraphernalia possession, while his fellow assailant vanished into thin air, leaving empty-handed. Number 9. The Belfast heist. On a chilling night in December 2004, the city of Belfast witnessed an audacious crime. Imposters disguised as police officers targeting two high-ranking executives from the Northern Bank, Chris Ward and Kevin McMullen. With deceitful intentions, these criminals invaded their homes, taking them and their families hostage and plunging them into terror. The criminals demanded that Ward and McMullen carry on with their normal routines, pretending everything was fine, once Monday morning arrived. Failure to comply would result in the death of their loved ones. The threat of this horrifying fate weighed heavily on their minds, casting a dark shadow of fear. As the new week began, the city remained unaware of the unfolding tragedy. The criminals, emboldened by their control over the bank executives, infiltrated the bank not just once, but twice. They made off with a staggering amount of $15.7 million. Amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged. McMullen's brave wife managed to escape from her captors, alerting the authorities to the ongoing crime. However, time had slipped away, and the criminals had already vanished into the night, clutching their ill-gotten riches. Initially, suspicions pointed toward the IRA, but the true identities of the assailants remain a mystery to this day. Number 10. The Santa Claus stick-up. On a cold winter day in 1927, the town of Cisco, Texas, was filled with holiday excitement. Suddenly, Santa Claus himself appeared on Main Street, delighting the children. But this Santa was no ordinary one. He was actually a criminal named Marshall Radliff, leading a gang of 3 young men. They pretended to be friendly, but their true intentions were wicked. They entered the First National Bank, holding the unsuspecting teller hostage, causing chaos in the town. In the middle of this frightening situation, a brave little girl entered the bank, thinking Santa was inside. Her quick-thinking mother realized the danger and alerted the police, starting a series of events that would go down in Texas history. A relentless search began as Santa and his gang took 2 little girls as hostage, desperate to avoid capture. The community united, fearing for the girls' safety and determined to catch the criminals. Finally, after days of tension, the girls were found alive, showing the strength of their innocence. On December 30th, the town's anger boiled over. Furious at Ratliff's audacious crimes, the people formed a mob seeking justice. They stormed the jail where Ratliff was held, driven by their desire for retribution. Ratliff was hanged, bringing an end to his notorious Santa Claus disguise. With that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. And if you found this content helpful, give the video a like. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.